everyone, welcome to the Panic Button. I'm Nina. Today we're reacting to a man who was crying because he was punished for using the woman's restroom. So we're gonna react to that, see how it goes. All right.
Gina Versace was in tears speaking out about her case for the first time alongside her attorneys.
And then he forced me to grab my hand. He forced me to pry my fingers open while I was trying to hide my female-appearing fingernails.
She says she was also punished for using the women's restroom.
For over the next 7 years, there was daily abuse because of my gender identity, including misgendering with the wrong male pronoun.
That's not abuse. That's not abuse. When people start using extreme words to define something that's nothing, it makes you not want to take anything they're saying seriously. So if someone calls me, hey, sir, I'm not going to say it's abuse and cry. No, I'm going to be like, okay, whatever. But this guy is like, it's abuse. They called me sir. That's not abuse. Unless you live in Canada or the UK, in which you get arrested for retweeting something or saying something of fact. Meanwhile, grooming gangs and files and people who attack other people, they just get let out of prison. So unless he lives in Canada or the UK, there's really just no. People are just calling out what they see, and what they see is a very mentally disturbed man. Mentally disturbed.
Even though I had a court order that said that was illegal for them to do that.
It's illegal! What's illegal? To look at this dude and be like, hey, you're a dude. Hey, man. Hey, sir. Hey, bro. That's illegal? Well, you have a court order that says it's illegal. So if you go into a restaurant and someone says, yes, sir, would you like a table? You could hand them a piece of paper and say, this is the court order. You're going to get arrested because you didn't call me by my preferred pronouns. That's loony. Where do you live?
Wicked facial expressions.
I can't even. Wicked facial expressions. Do you get arrested for that too? Like if he walks in and I'm like, does that mean I get arrested? Is that a wicked facial expression? Isn't that like more surprised? Or is wicked like a wicked facial expression like this? Or let's see. Is that one? Do you get arrested for that too? Does he have a court order for wicked facial expressions? Is it wicked facial expressions or is it wicked? I don't know. These men are sensitive. Like, stay home. Become a hermit. Become a hermit. Because when you walk out into the real world, people don't have to be nice to you, and they won't be. They won't be because they don't have to. Unless you live in a country where you're forced to treat people the way that you don't. I don't know. It's very. This world is fucking weird, dude. Grow some balls. Well, he has balls. So I don't get it. If you have balls, shouldn't you have like some guts? Shouldn't you have like a spine? These people have no spines, they have no balls, and they have no guts. What does that make them? Weenies. Little weenies.
Verbal threats to the point that I thought I may have been even killed.
I'm sorry, man. When he says verbal threats, first of all, if you say abuse is being misgendered, then verbal threats are saying, I don't agree with it. The dude probably said, I don't agree with calling you by your preferred pronouns. That means that he's threatened that he's going to be killed. Like, these men aren't victims. They're jerks. They're total jerks. The victims are the women that have to tiptoe through the tulips around this so he doesn't get hurt because his feelings matter so much. God, grow a pair. Or the pair that they took off, put them back on. If they did take them off. But knowing dudes like this, they don't get the bottom surgery because because that would ruin their kink, you know, their paraphilia. I don't believe this guy is actually trans. I don't. He probably transitioned, I'm gonna say 5 years ago, probably. Remy! So he probably transitioned 5 years ago. He was probably married, left his wife, left his kids, decided to become a woman. And now his fantasy of who he is as a woman, this beautiful, luxurious woman, red carpet, that's what he thinks he is, but it's not what everyone else sees. So everyone else who sees something different is going to get arrested because they don't believe in his baloney? Makes no sense. He doesn't pass. I don't believe that he's trans because most trans people at least try. This guy's just put on a very, very bad wig, some Rachel Maddow glasses, and some ugly dress. I don't know what the he's wearing, but woo! I mean, that tells you right there. Just the dress alone tells you that he's not a woman. Because even a butch lesbian will pick out a better dress. It's almost like satire. I'm not sure if this is real or if it's fake, but I'm assuming it's real because NBC reported on it. So I'm assuming it's real. Don't they have other news stories? Like children are getting raped and shit. And people are getting attacked on the streets. Focus. There we go. People are getting attacked on the streets. And this guy gets a news story because someone hurt his feelings. Really? Don't you guys have anything better to do? Don't you have it? No, they don't. Because they don't really have any friends. Because no one wants to be around someone like this. Could you imagine? His friend accidentally misgenders him and he's like, I have a court order. You're going to get arrested. You're going to get arrested. Dude, stay home. Stay home. Become agoraphobic. Then you could just do whatever online and, whatever.
Even killed. Discrimination and retaliation allowed the hostile work environment to spread like a raging wildfire.
A raging wildfire. These guys are nuts. Can you imagine living with this person? You don't make him coffee, that's a threat. You're giving a look because maybe you have period cramps or something and he's in the room and he thinks that you made that face because he was in the room and now he's going to call the cops on you because it was a threatening face and he feels like he's going to get killed. Could you imagine? Could you imagine no matter what you do around this person, they can become the victim even if none of what he thinks happened makes any sense? Because they live in their own world. You live in reality. They live in loony land. And you have to tiptoe around this guy or else he's going to cry and call the popo on you. How do these people keep friends? Because if he's like this and he has a friend who's like this, do they get each other arrested? If one of them thinks the other is making a face or has an attitude, would that be like transphobia? It's so crazy. It's gotten to a point where people are like, I can't. I'm done. Being nice, it's not fun for me. I'm not having fun being nice to these people. Because even when you are nice, they think you're being mean. And they think you're being abusive. And you need to go to prison for it. Now, of course, people are going to say, how dare you? How dare you? You're making fun of someone who's been suppressed their whole life. How dare you? And I just say, I got the bigger things in my life to deal with. I ain't got time for this shit, man. You go over there. Go over there. Because over here, we're people who live in reality. And we like to laugh and have fun. We make fun of each other all the time. That's what we do. But no, you gotta be serious. You have to be sensitive and soft and all this shit. Come on. It's time to laugh, man. It's time to take a joke. It's time to not be so sensitive of strangers, of the actions and words and facial expressions of strangers. Who cares? Why do you care? Why do other people that you don't know and their actions, words, and facial expressions, why do they mess you up so much? What's wrong with you? Go seek therapy, but a real therapist. One who will not take your shit and tell you when you're doing and saying stupid shit. That's what I had. So I had two ladies who were great therapists. I don't go to them anymore because I didn't need them anymore because I used the tools that they taught me in order to live a better life and to be able to deal with things in public that cause me issues. I'm agoraphobic. Going out in public, I get the hot flashes, I get sweaty, I get shaky. I can only be out in public for so long before it really fucks me up. But when it starts fucking me up, I use the tools that my therapist taught me in order to get through it. People have been assholes to me. People have pushed me and people have looked at me funny and people have called me sir and I don't give a fuck. Who cares? I don't know them. Did what they say and what they do, does that affect me? No. Even though I'm agoraphobic and my anxiety is at like a 10, because what's going on in here is worse than what they're doing out there. So when these fools go on, make a spectacle and make a news story out of the most ridiculous shit, it's like, you guys don't really care about actual problems in life, actual crimes that are happening around the world, like, or in your own country. You don't care. What matters is you and how you feel. These people want you to care about them, but they don't need to or want to or desire to care about you. Lighten up, have a laugh, stay inside. Anyway, like and subscribe, join our memberships, have a good one, share this video, comment below, and have a laugh. Watch a funny movie, but like an old one, ones that were actually funny. Bye!